Hi there, it's Tracy here from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to show you how to make this really cute little Christmas card. And I've used the Memory and More cards here. I'll show you where they are in the catalogue. So you get 2 designs in a pack. They're in the Berry Christmas suite. They're the ones here. Let me hold them up a bit. So you get, let me see here, 20 cards and envelopes. So you get 10 of each. You get 10 of the blue and 10 of the red. And then the envelopes are really fancy as well. So really nice. So super quick to make some cards on there. You could just literally stick something on the front. But what I've done with mine is, you see here, I've embossed it. Okay, and I've used, on my next little piece here, the Christmas Tidings embossing folder here. And then I've used this bundle here, Sending Cheer. It's a really cute bundle. So you get lots of dies in here. You get a stocking die, you get a Santa's hat, gingerbread man, little labels, and then all of these stamps as well, cute holly and stuff like that. So let me, really not many supplies, just some basic white cardstock, some real red cardstock, and then I'm using inks in Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Crumb Cake, and Real Red. So let me show you how I made this. So I'm going to do it in the blue this time. So there's the red one. So you just literally fold this in half as you would a normal card base. And then I'm going to take my embossing folder and run it through. I'll show you. It just literally goes in here like that. So I'm just going to run that through my embossing machine. I'll be right back. Here we go. How lovely is that? You see the detail there? Oh, upside down. So you got the little gingerbread man, Santa, tree, Christmas. So lovely. A really nice card base, but you could use them without embossing. Okay, let's do some stamping. Piece of white cardstock scrap. So to stamp the envelope here, I found the crumb cake, just as it was quite full on. So I'm stamping off first and then stamping again. So let me get my crumb cake ink here. Mine's faded in the sun, so sometimes I struggle to identify that that's actually crumb cake. Just gonna get my stamp. Okay, let's ink this up. I found it better if I stamp kind of with another piece of cardstock underneath. I don't know why here, but so you need to ink it up really well because obviously it's a full-on image. So I'm just going to stamp once on here and then stamp again on here, and it will be a bit sketchy, but that's fine. Sometimes with these large pieces it can be like that. You could probably get one a bit clearer here if I actually really want to do. There we go. Okay, so that's your envelope here. Now we need to stamp some presents as well. I'm going to stamp one in Tahitian Tide. Oh, actually, no, I'm not this time because it's going on to the blue. I did for this one, but I'm going to stamp it in Parakeet Party. And again in Real Red. Okay, so right, okay, so we're leaving all these pieces that we're going to cut out in a minute. You also need to stamp the holly leaves in Parakeet's Party and the berries in Real Red. So we've got dies for all of these things here that we're cutting out. There goes the holly. And the little berries. What else do we need to stamp? Oh, and a little for you. So I will do that. I think I'll stick to the Tahitian Tide with that one. So leave a little bit of space. There we go. Okay, so let's get the dies for all of these. because I had it in a class. I've already got some washi tape on all of these. So with the present, you can see there's an extra fancy bit at the top, and that's if you want to cut the present out just as it is, and then stick the little bow on. So yeah, so we're going to actually cut that off in a bit because I didn't want it on the top of mine. Right, okay. So I'm going to put all these dies on here, line them up as best I can. Now for you, I wanted to tuck it under here, so I'm having the little hole for the label at that on the right hand side because it's not actually going to show, and I just wanted that to stick underneath the holly here. Now anything else? Actually, while we're here, we're also going to cut, I've got a scrap of real red, we're going to cut the Santa hat, and we're going to cut the Santa kind of trim on his hat and the little bobble, and they're just in basic white as well, so I'm going to pop these on here. So I'll be right back once I've cut all of these little pieces out. Okay, so quite a lot of cutting to do there, but this is great. They're easy to line up, and you even get one for the little berries here. So no fussy cutting there. The only piece we're going to cut round now is the top of this present. Okay, so I'm just literally following that line along. This bit's going to be hidden underneath the little bow, so you don't need to be too precise. But I'm just getting rid of that fancy top bit. Okay. So the die will cut that out if you want to just cut a plain colour present. Now I've also gone ahead and cut the little bows for the top of the presents. So I'm going to include, a blue. I'm going to try them out. So I've cut all three colours here, the Tahitian Tide, the Real Red, and Parakeet Party. So we've got a choice. Okay, so the other thing you're going to need is a bit of the silver twine. So this comes in a gold and silver pack. So you probably need about 5 inches maybe. Just dropped something on the floor now. I think it's the holly leaves. Never mind, I will find them in a sec. Okay, so we're going to thread this through. Because I've stamped here, I'm thinking that's my actual ones. Here we go. Let's bring the elements back in here that we've cut. Santa hat. This it may have been his little trim that I've dropped. Okay, so we're going to fold this into in half, thread it through the hole here, and then put the ends through this loop. Whoops, as you would as if you were tying a gift tag, and then decide which colours you want on the ribbons here. So let me have a little look to see which ones I want. Do I want the blue or do I want the red? I think I might have the blue. Yeah, I'm going to have the blue and the green there. Okay, so with these, you just need to put a little bit of glue down the kind of spine of the ribbon bow here. So little dots. Let's get mine working. Little dots down here. Whoops. Make sure you don't do too much. And then slightly on the base of this, on the bottom of the loops here of the bow. So you don't want to go too high, even though it's going to be stuck on the card, but I'm just going to keep that fairly low. Okay, so, and then you can see exactly where it's going to go here. So you line up the bottom and the middle going across, and then this one will just fit in place. Okay, and then the same with this one. Yeah, you can put it on the ties actually. That's probably where I put it on the first one, thinking about it. But I like this card. It's quite bright and zingy, just like Christmas. We want a bright, happy Christmas. Okay, so what I did then, so I've layered these up, and you can choose which way round, obviously. So the first, oh no, I stuck them both down. I'm going to trim the ends actually on this. Ooh, getting all hooked up with my twine. Trim the ends here. Okay, so what I would do is lay out exactly how you want it to look first. So you see what I mean here? We've got the little hole on here. I'm going to put the holly kind of roughly in the middle there, and we've got the little berries. They're going to go on top. And then the Santa hat, you've got the little pom-pom, I guess. When I cut it, it left the hole in here. Sorry, left the piece in there. Oh, I've cut it with another piece. If it comes out, we're just going to cover it with a rhinestone, because it's it can also be used as a tag. So that's why you've got that little gap there. Okay, so with the Santa hat, I just put some mini dimensionals on the base of the hat. Just going to pick them up with my Take Your Pick tool, just along here. You could just stick it down with glue, that would be absolutely fine. And I'm just going to put one on the end of his hat there as well. Let's get these backings off. I think there's so many elements, especially in the dies in this set. And I really wanted a Santa hat. So that was my main reason for buying this set. But there's so many things you can do, little 3D projects as well. Okay, so pop that bit on there, and then his little, why do I keep forgetting what this is called? Little bobble on his hat. So you can see now, you can kind of arrange these before you stick them down so that everything is seen. Oops, berries there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick those presents on roughly there. So just some liquid glue on the back. And so this one's going to come down a little bit there. This one's going to go slightly higher. So once you've got all these things cut out, it's a really quick card to put together. I'm just offsetting that a little bit there. Then I'm going to glue down my envelope. Let's have that about there. I kind of want it covering the bottom of the presents. And then I'm going to stick the For You down first. For You. It sounded like a bit few. Just down in this corner, and then the holly and berries. So I'll just put some here. I could put it further down, I guess. Everything sticks really well with this liquid glue, so we're just going to cover up that little hole and kind of aim for the center of the envelope there to put the kind of base of the holly in. And then the berries, I might just put a bit of glue on here actually, rather than try and get it on the back of the berries. They're quite small. So pop those on there. It's all coming together. So you could go ahead and cut out a whole bunch of these in advance and have them ready to put together. Okay, so this I'm going to put on some dimensionals. So if you're posting this in the UK, and we've got 2 layers now of dimensionals on this hat, it will probably need to go as a large letter, but just check before you post. Okay, so his hat, oops, I'll put the envelope a bit further over on this one. Just make sure it will go in the envelope. Oops, there we go, about there. And then, like I said, I've finished off with some rhinestones. You see in my package I've got some bigger ones here. Okay, I'm just going to use what I've got on this sheet here. So I'm going to cover up that little hole. I think one of these ones will do that. Actually, I'll use a bigger one. I'll put the smaller ones here on the presents, just so they're equal size. I could actually get another piece out and just get some bigger ones to go on there. I've always got packs and packs of rhinestones. Oh, can't get this one up. But I haven't used them for a while, so I really wanted to use them on a project. And then you could just scatter around a couple more if you'd like to, 1 or 2 on here. And there we have it. Very quick and simple. little Christmas card using sending cheer. Take care. See you soon. Bye.